here we have a compound inequality, and we need to solve that and then graph the solution on the number line. Well, first of all, what is a compound inequality? Well, compound just means that it has more than one part. And you can see here we've got this, looks like it has three parts. There's this negative 12 over here, an inequality symbol, this 4x plus 4, another inequality symbol, and an 8 over here. When you see this sort of three-part structure like this, you need to split it into two separate inequalities. One of them will be this chunk, and the other will be that chunk. So let me just rewrite those down below here. The first one is negative 12 is less than or equal to 4x plus 4. And the second one, I'm going to draw a line here, is 4x plus 4 is less than or equal to 8. To solve a compound inequality, you're going to need to solve both of those chunks. So let's start this. Let's see, I want to get x alone, so I'm going to subtract 4 from both sides. It's negative 16. And then we've got 4x, so I can divide by 4. So I've got negative 4. I don't need to flip the sign because I didn't multiply or divide by a negative. So I've got, well, the way it reads here is negative 4 is less than or equal to x. That's backwards from the way we usually do it. If you were reading from the other direction, it would be x is greater than or equal to negative 4. So I'm just going to write it that way to keep it straight in my head when I graph it. All right, let's solve this part now. Again, I need to subtract 4 to begin with. I've got 4x is less than or equal to 4. Divide both sides by 4. I've got x is less than or equal to 1. Now, we have two parts for our compound inequality. We want to show the part on the graph where they overlap. So x is greater than or equal to negative 4. Let's graph that first. Greater than or equal to is going to be a solid dot, and then it's going to go off in this direction. I won't draw it in entirely until I see the other half. And here we have x is less than or equal to 1. That's also a solid dot, and less than is going to be going in this direction. So the part where they overlap is this chunk in between them. And that is our solution.